So this is working? No, yes, no, maybe. I regularly stream on Twitch, and it's usually Souls-like stuff. But I thought I'd try streaming Balatro on YouTube, because why not? I'm a big fan of this game. Got like 400 hours. I am fairly close to C++. This is not a real indication of my best hand. My best hand has been NANEINF twice, but for some reason on console, I don't know if it's the same on PC, but for some reason on console, once you get to NANEINF, it majorly messes up your game to the point where it resets your best hand to 0. So, yeah, that's proven by the fact that I've gotten to ante-28. I suppose you physically can't get past like ante, I don't know, 10 with a score like that. But yeah. This is just a tester run. Should be that I'm live currently. Let me check out my stuff. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll give one run a go because my housemate is also streaming, and I don't want to destroy the bandwidth, but I do just want to test if this YouTube streaming thing works. So let's try and get a cheeky run going. Let's try and get to endless at least. Pretty confident I can do that with just plasma white steak. I mean, it's literally the easiest thing in the world. I think we take popcorn. I'll have to forgive my idiocy probably when it comes to being able to play the game currently. I have been awake since about 8 PM yesterday. It's currently 1 PM the day after, so a good, 20 something hours later. Almost 20 hours later, I mean. This is what I mean. I can't even speak, let alone play a video game, but like I said, it's just a test. I'll only be here for half an hour. Only speaking just a test in the VOD, of course. I do regularly stream on Twitch, where I am somehow an affiliate. I think I might want to take that. I'll have a look in the spectral for an immolate first. We did not get it. Let's make some more of them in that case then. And maybe sigil. Sigil seems kind of good. Why not? Sure, we'll play into diamonds. Diamonds doesn't usually go well for me. It's a superstition thing that really doesn't exist, but I don't know, I've just never found any luck with diamonds really when it comes to NANEINF runs. Yeah, I'm somehow a Twitch affiliate. I got that sometime last year, like October time of last year. That's excellent for a run like this, although it is costing me, going to be costing me probably the ability to get that telescope voucher, but I guess we'll see, won't we? Especially if we can't draw any spades. Yeah, that sigil really did us in. I suppose we're only 3 off, having the maximum amount that we could for the suit. But what can you do? I tell you what I can do is I can sell it and buy telescope. Why not? This isn't a serious run at all, is it? This is just a tester. Yeah, I'm somehow an affiliate on Twitch. I got that last year. I can't remember. Sometime towards the end of last year. I started streaming in August. I streamed for like 26 or 27 days in a row. Had literally nobody watching for the first like 10 days, obviously. I was streaming Lies of P, because it was my first ever playthrough of that, and I wanted to just stream so I could keep the VODs, which I have. And then after 10 days, or however long it was around 10 days, some guy came into my chat and started to chat, and then another guy came in, and then nice, sort of 4, 5, 6 regular people started coming into my stream. And I started to do Dark Souls 3 Deathless runs then, and attempting those over and over again. Would have been nice to take Arrowhead now, because we've gotten rid of the Spade boss, but oh well. I needed that voucher more than anything. It's just have a cheeky look at some of these packs. You start making money at some point through some method. Usually I go gold card. Usually I go just early Midas Mask if I can find one, and then of course just stack those those cards, death them, and you know, hang all the other cards. This is going to be a Baron, I imagine. I kind of don't want you, though. You're blocking for uncommon jokers like Mime. And then go in, for a Midas Mask into Golden Ticket, obviously, with either a Sock or a Chad, or usually go sort of photo Chad early up until you have enough kings that you can get away with picking up Baron and Mime. Let's pick you up. Why not? Just to get the shop. 2 more cards in the shop rather than just the one. I'm having all the suit bosses today. Except for the diamond one. And the heart one, actually. That's a complete lie. But yeah, I usually do souls and souls-like content. I recently completed for the first time Jedi Fallen Order. We have to take hallucination, don't we? I recently completed Jedi Fallen Order a few days ago on Twitch, and that was very, very fun. I think I'm going to do... I don't know what I'm going to do next. Jedi Survivor, I think, maybe next week. I think I'll probably do that over on Twitch, as I say, because I get a few regulars over there. But I just thought I'd try out YouTube, see if it's any better, see if it gets any more attention, as it were. Let's just go them two, because that's perfect. Probably should have bought that voucher beforehand. That's okay, though. We'll save some money from not buying that right now. Let's make you that. Yeah, as I say, I'm very, very tired, so forgive me if I'm not playing correctly at all. And on top of the fact that I don't really care how this run goes. Unless, of course, we somehow pick up a Baron and a Mime, like, in the next shop. In which case I'll have to lock in, as the kids say. But I doubt that'll be happening. I wasn't really looking at the scoring requirements, really. I was shocked after I didn't win on the first hand, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is like anti-5. Of course I'm not going to win with like a minuscule hand. That's kind of nice. We will pick that up now. That's probably better than this, as is that, probably. Well, actually, I don't know. Probably not. Sure. That's kind of perfect. Yeah, let's pick up more diamonds. I'd like you to be on the end, please. Let's Hierophant both of these. Let's just use the Empress there as well, in which case we put the mult before this plays. Should be like 25 something. 19, okay. Close-ish. I mean, that's not going to get us anywhere, is it? We need to be playing into pairs now. Fat-fingered the discard there, that was good. Nice. Quads absolutely works. Retcon's really nice to get early. I've not had a voucher miss yet, have I? Nope. Not a single one. Not a single magic trick, not a single planet merchant or Terra merchant in sight. And there's a Baron, so I might need to lock the fuck in. I'm going to sell this and pick you up simply in the hopes that I find a Chad somewhere. I was going to say we need to kind of roll down hard for something that re-triggers this. Obviously Chad, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't got any deck fixing at the minute, which is annoying. Let's just do that. Also don't have any levels in anything, so Flush is probably the best thing I can do right now. Let's get rid of everything that isn't a face card. I don't think having those 3 kings in my hand is going to affect a pair very much at the moment, so you might as well just get them shoved in there so that the scary face triggers more. Lucha, do I need a Lucha? No, not really. I do need a Chad though, or a Sock. A Sock would be really nice. Master has given... Gibbon? Master has given. Master has given Dobby a Sock. That's what I was meant to say. Let's just play that in the hopes that we can find some more cards. How many jacks do we have? 2 more, so we could draw quads here. Let's risk it. Nope. Let's play a full house of Hierophanted jacks and normal 10s though, because that seems like it would be a decent amount. There's the 2 jacks. I could have played 5 of a kind, but of course I don't want to be doing that for the sake of the run. Let's just try one more. I know I said I'd only do 1 run, but I expected that run to go more than 5 seconds. Kind of want to pick Rocket up early just for money. I'm going to be getting rid of it like super quick though, aren't I? If I pick up the right jokers, which you usually do on White Stick, to be honest. Riffraff, who doesn't love a Riffraff start? Especially when it gives you Chaos, the clown. I was going to swear then, but I'm going to try and not swear. You're nice if only for the foil, so, I mean, sure, we'll hit it once and quit it. That's not something I meant there, but that's fine. Hey look, it's literally the worst scaling joker in the game. In my opinion, at least, anyway. I'm sure a lot of people love green joker, but couldn't be me, I tell you. Could not be me. Not one single part. I mean, I might even buy the dagger just so that I can see the satisfaction of killing the green joker, but let's not do that. Let's not be silly. Tempted to open one of these packs just to see if the hallucination triggers, but probably not the best thing to do. Business cards are nice, in which case let's try and get as many face cards as we can. I think that's annoying. I think this is just going to make us win outright just from the 50 chips anyway, so we might as well just play it. Yeah. Maybe it wouldn't if we played a high card, but that's okay. That's absolutely okay. Tempting, you're probably better than... Yeah, you're better than you. Showman really wants to work his way into my hand this run. So like 3 times, 4 times has shown up in the shop? No, because it's going to high card this, isn't it? Obviously. That shouldn't win. No. Cool. A 2 pair will do. Just wanted at least 1 or 2 triggers of my business card. Hello, Crafty Joker. Good to see you again, my old friend. We'll start ripping some packs. Why not? Okay, bye-bye 8 ball. Hello, Baron. Nope. Delayed Grat. We love a delayed Grat. Another completely useless joker. What was our first boss blind? Spade, wasn't it? So, or the goad. So, let's try and play into spades. Just make room for another riffraff to pop up. Ideal, really, with spades because who doesn't love Arrowhead? I absolutely adore Arrowhead. On Plasma deck, anyway. On most decks, but Plasma especially. So that 2 hits, 3 hits? I was looking away. You're just better than you, because I'm never really going to be playing those cards. So, okay, Heart Boss isn't bad. Let's roll down a bit. Sure. Rebate is fantastic. It's probably the best economy joker in the game. I think, at least. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the common consensus. I'm not breaking any new ground with that information. I'm well aware. I'd like to get a king or a queen of spades, really. Yeah, but even better, you know, that it's foil, so that we can use it for scoring as well. It's not completely useless in the scoring department. Yeah, we can play one more. Let's do that then for now. I just moved her to that because my brain thinks I have a Chad. I'm Chad pilled, one could say. Hollow's kind of not great for a run like this. Let's get rid of some lower cards. So deck looking like 4. We have killed 4 cards. I think if I had a more thinned out deck, I'd probably consider taking a blue seal now, but it's probably not worth it at this point in time. We'll take a tower, however. I'll probably take a scary face as well for the scoring. I mean, it's just 10 more chips if I play a pair, so. I'd like to get rid of like a 2 of diamonds or a 2 of hearts or something. No. There we are then. Let's try and at least find, try and milk the, oh, never mind. So let's try and milk the business card and try and find that Jack of Spades, the gold one, but I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to find it. Let's just do that to you. Money's probably better, but I don't know. More gold, why not? So that when we do get a golden ticket, oh, hello, okay. So in that case, Riffraff definitely goes, you definitely come in, and I think, weirdly, I think Rebate has to go. As annoying as it is, my deck isn't thin enough for Rebate to like be as effective as re-triggering business card, even though business card's 1 in 2 for $2. Our kind of synergy is, yeah, it's annoying. I mean, it's annoying for Baron to show up that early, realistically. I mean, to be honest, we're going to be swapping out probably this for Midas Mask if it comes up anyway, and then swapping Midas Mask for Golden Ticket. But we'll wait and see. Okay, that means high card, like face card, just wins now, I'm pretty sure. Let's play a pair just to be safe, maybe? Let's play a single one just to see. Let's just see the top end of our scoring currently. Okay, 4K, so it's, yeah, we can afford to play 2, which is actually a bit nicer, I suppose. We are net down on what we could have been there if we had Mill and Rebate, but I think it works in the long term. This Sly Joker really wants to work its way back into my deck all the time. Okay, that's nice. I would have preferred if that was the spade. But that's okay. Probably should have made one of those glass before I came out the shop. It's fine, we can do it here. Actually, we'll do this first. Or we'll just do this in general. Temperance. Could have bought that before going in. Oh well. We got some money to roll, so let's do that. I do want to find that Jack of Spades, really. As much as I'd like to keep copying a Queen of Spades, I'd like one that has a has an enhancement on it, or a a type of card. Doesn't look like we're going to find it, so let's just do that, and then this will just win. I can guarantee it. So full house gets us like 27k, was that? 26k? That should be okay for a little bit of time. Nice, another death in our fool. Let's save for now. Only one hand type, remember that. It's a boss that usually catches people out. When I say people, I mean me. Usually catches me out when I mistakenly play a high card to get something out of the way. And then I'm like, yeah, let me play my actual hand. Oh, wait. Yeah. Good. There's an argument for having death to king there rather than another queen, but I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter at this stage. What does matter, however, is that we've just been through the heart boss, haven't we? So let's cryptid these. Bang. It's far too early to even think about ectoing. I have more than enough, you know, I have too much money currently to Wraith, really, and nothing. Wraith's such a bad hit unless it hits Blueprint or Brainstorm. Aura's kind of useless on a run like this because I'm not going for Poly or anything. So let's do that. I have to buy the voucher now. Let's roll like twice. Invis, there's argument for Invis. I mean, ideally it hits Baron, I guess, for scoring, but I mean, I feel like it's too early. Really, you want to use the Invis on a Blueprint or a Brainstorm if you have one at this stage, which I do not. So let's not reroll once more because I want to keep my interest. If you please. Okay, that's ideal. I can start deathing this. I mean, is two pair gonna work? Probably not, right? I don't know. I wouldn't want to risk it really, so we'll sacrifice a gold card here to just guarantee the win. I hope my mic's coming through on stream. It is. I just heard my own stupid voice. Have we had any voucher misses yet? Yes, apparently. What was the voucher that I missed or skipped on? What did I skip? Maybe I'm kinda dumb. Maybe I should have traded hallucination for that, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll take the purple. What we're looking for now is a red seal of a good high up number. I'll take like a red seal 10 probably is the lowest I'd take at this point. Let's try and I guess find one more king or one more queen so we can play a full house of them. Keep these jacks intact. Sacrificing a hand for $1 of ending money isn't really there you go. Doesn't really matter in the slightest, so. Take a sip of my carbonated beverage. What voucher did I skip? Am I just dumb? Did I just forget to buy it or what? I don't know. I don't know what I did. But I won't skip this one. Yeah, you can go. Let's, I guess, do this. Stone you, and just play like something stupid like that. That might win. No, 19k. Close. I mean, now that we have Mime, we'll be getting, you know, a lot more money. I wonder if that's going to win. Let's do that. Yeah, we just need high card levels now, because high card, you know, even if we get it to like 5 mult, it'll be this will be super effective. Never like giving up hands, but it's just what you've got to do in a run like this. You've got to take all the vouchers you can that are, you know, good, or even just relatively okay. I think if these were hearts, I probably wouldn't bother, but I think I want to make them spades just to be safe. What's our boss? Wheel. Okay. This is probably useless, right? Unless it's a stone card, in which case, is it probably better for me to get rid of this? Yeah, I mean, it could even be the purple. So we have drawn quad aces though, so I guess we get to see what this is. It was a 2. Okay, we probably could have gotten rid of it, but oh well. Let's save the stone card for now. I mean, we've gone back an ante, so our scoring should be okay, but we are only down to 3 hands, of course, aren't we? So let's not forget that. I mean, that should just win. Do I want to risk it though? Not really. Let's just, it's not going to lose, is it? Surely it's going to be 7k. Just. Okay, won't be making that mistake again. Really need to capitalise now on this early Baron Mime. Okay, that's kind of ideal. I'd love to get them to spades that early. I might even consider taking a Mercury. I say consider taking a Mercury like it's a big thing. Just giving us pair levels. I mean, that kind of works. Provided we play a pair of queens or something. Give me a Pluto, please. No? Sure. Got a nice strength here, though, so at least we can strengthen some queens into kings. Let's leave... No, let's not leave the stone card. Let's not bother. Give me a queen, please. Another jack. Okay, I think... So that's times 5. Let's do this to be super safe. But even then, I think a pair at this point... 5... like 11... I mean, let's just see. I mean, this is, you know, close to what the... what it would have been. I mean, yeah, we probably could have gotten away there with playing a pair. If I had 2 queens earlier, I would have tested it, but it's just unfortunate. This pack's going to contain a blueprint. Nope, it's got a golden ticket, though. Is it worth taking a golden ticket right now? I think it probably is, to be honest, because as much as I like destroying 1 card a turn, or 1 card a round, we've got 47 cards in our deck, and we need to get rid of, like, I don't know, 20 of them. Am I going to keep this for 20 rounds? Probably not. If I take golden ticket, I can make a lot more money thanks to Chad. You know, it's like $12 a hand. So it's kind of counterintuitive to the mime is the only thing. But then so is like having scoring that comes from your played hand rather than your cards in hand. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think we try and make short-term gains, because as much as I like the mime giving us money right now, it's not really doing its job to the fullest, considering we don't have a very fixed deck. That will help, however, though. Like I say, I would be doing this king, but I mean, now especially that we've taken the golden ticket, I need to be getting more and more gold cards, just so that I can play them. What's our boss blind? No repeat hand types. Okay. That should be fine. I'll keep you for blocking. Let's do that. Good indication of what our Baron Mime's going to do here on quite a low mult hand. 6k. It's not bad. Let's Let's see what it's like on a pair now that we have the hands spare, as much as I'd like to milk a golden ticket. I mean, yeah, that's with the mult on top of it as well. It's with the Empress, you know, the mult card adding to it, so it's a bit of a, not a great indicator of where our pair could be, but that, however, is absolutely ideal. How's is that? We can get away with no repeat hand types. Let's kill, not kill, let's discard you. Do I have any non, yeah, I do have non gold King of Spades. So I'd like to find that, really. I'd like to find one of them if possible. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case, so we might as well bite the bullet and do that, because we can always convert it later. When I say later, I mean now. Let's do this first. I guess, actually, we probably don't want to do that, do we? Or do we want to do that? Do we want to do this? I think this is worse in terms of this, and probably worse in terms of money. Because if we just play one of them, obviously only the first one gets re-triggered twice. If it had Sock and Buskin, it would be a different issue, it would be a different deal. I mean, it would be the same as having a mime, really, wouldn't it? Actually, no, it wouldn't, because this makes us 4 rather than 3. So if we leave this one in our hand, if we leave this one in our hand, it makes us $6, because 3 and then it doubles, or, you know, re-triggers. Whereas if we play it, it just makes us 4, because it's not getting re-triggered. So let's do that. And I'm explaining Balatro at the lowest possible level, but you know, trying to keep myself awake by saying things, saying words, and hoping they come out in the right order. Yeah, now this is kind of awkward. I don't think this wins, so it's going to be a very unfortunate thing there. So let's play that. And if we do this, then it'll be 3, 6, 9. No, it won't. It'll be 3, 6, 12. 3, re-trigger to 6, re-trigger to 12, re-trigger to 24, 24, 1.5, 12, 80, 40, 80. I mean, that should win, right? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could even. I mean, what's our flush like? Our flush is 4. Right, let's do this. Let's do that. That way I can keep this gold card in my hand to get it re-triggered, because playing it's not going to really do anything, because we're not getting any real scoring from chips at this point. Yeah, cool. Okay, well that was close, but got saved luckily by the gold card. Oops. I'd love to take Diet Cola. I would absolutely just adore. I adore Diet Cola. Real life and in-game. But unfortunately I do not have the room for it at the moment. Or do I? How many kings have I got? 8. I mean, we can get away with trying to find 8. Let's try it. I mean, oh, it doesn't matter anyway, you're back. Lol. We don't need lucky cards at this point. We don't need any of that. Let's keep the interest. What was I going to say? Yeah, let's just, I mean, we've got ample opportunity now to milk this golden ticket, really. Although, I mean, we can play this as a pair, can't we? Yeah. And with 4 kings, I mean, it should win, more or less. In which case, we probably actually need to play these two, because it's kind of useless having this jack there. I'd rather play it. That's fine. We can just see how much it would be now, anyway. Yeah, 36k for 4, so it's like, yeah, times 9 or whatever it would be. Okay, that's fixed our scoring completely. So now we can just probably afford to play high cards, especially with Pluto levels being added. There we go. Dare I? Yeah, why not? No, okay, that's why not, because I'm not finding a Pluto. Annoying. Oh well. That's fine. Yeah, we can just... I mean, look at this hand. I mean, we can... I think this wins, so let's maybe try and find another gold. We do not. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, this wins by a country mile at this point. It's just the unbeatable combo, isn't it? I got Photochat and Baron and Mime. Like, what more could you ask for? In fact, I'll put the golden ticket in the middle to separate the two partners, as it were. I do need tarot card generation real fast, though, because my deck is looking okay, but not great. I'd like it to be great at this stage. There's $1 per card played. Oh no, whatever will I do? Lose $1, make $12, and more, thanks to the mime. The awkward thing is, we find a blueprint now. We've pretty much got to get rid of golden ticket and get rid of all of our money generation. Well, actually, it's not all of our money generation, is it? Because we've got mime to work on that. Now there's consideration to take an ecto, but then it's like a 2 in 5 chance because these are the only 2 jokers from this roster that I'm going to be keeping. So let's not bother with that. Strength, I definitely want. I definitely want a Pluto out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 7, but I've played 8, haven't I? Because I took a hieroglyph. Let's not take that right now. Okay, how many? Yeah, we have plenty of, yeah, cool. Do we have one more? We do. Trying to find exactly those. Those are the 2 things I'm trying to find. And I guess we save that gold for another King of Spades. Unfortunate this has come up now. I don't think we're going to find that King of Spades, unfortunately. So let's play these 2. Wow. Wow! Okay. That's insane. That's absolutely astronomically just... I don't even know how to describe what I just saw. I don't know what the odds are on that. 2 1 in 15s in a row. I mean, it's not too much, is it really? But if you've played Balatro before, you know that getting even a single money hit from a lucky card is a thing of beauty and a thing of scarcity. Getting 2 of them back to back off of a Chad trigger is kind of insane. How many 6s do I have? Yeah, 1. I thought I'd gotten rid of a few. I passed over that 6th sense because I think subconsciously knew I didn't really have that many 6s left. Okay, 2 polychromes popping up. Kind of cool, but both unnecessary. Like I say, I think I'm hunting now for a red seal. I think I'm definitely hunting for a red seal. We can probably afford to get rid of that king in order to do exactly that. Find this. Again, unfortunately you've come up. Let's play you again and see you get money shot. This is insane. Because I hit money shot, mult shot, and then that time I hit 3 mult shots. So out of 6 plays of a lucky card, all 6 times it's triggered. 2 out of 6 have been money shots and 4 out of 6 have been mult shots. Absolutely, I've never had such luck. Absolutely insane. Maybe shouldn't have rolled down as hard because now I don't have that much money. But I mean, with the money generation that we're getting currently, it's kind of irrelevant to what we do. Yeah, with no multiplication, it doesn't. This doesn't win. We've got a good amount of hands to play with here, so that we can find as many gold cards as possible. Although it is reaching dangerously close to passing the scoring limit, I fear, on this one. Yeah, dangerous. Okay, let's not risk it. Let's just play the queen so that we can make at least $12 dues. Cool. I mean, vouchers have been good. Vouchers are like, if you know anything about NANEINF runs, if you've done any NANEINF runs before, vouchers are like the limiting factor. In white stake, you can kind of get all the money in the world. You can find all the jokers, you know, pretty easily because you have so many options to make money. But the limiting factor really is finding a retcon, finding an antimatter, finding sort of like a, you know, overstock plus, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's I mean, there haven't been any bad ones thus far, except for the one I missed apparently. I can't remember what that one was or why I did it. Sure, let's keep rolling. I don't care. That boss isn't ideal, but luckily we can change it up. I don't think there's any sort of worse. I was going to say, yeah, it's probably time for its luck to run out, isn't it? I think without that 20 mult, we would have, I think, just lost that hand, which is what I wanted to happen, really. Just wanted to get it out of the way so that we could find another gold card. But let's try an Emperor in the hopes that we get a death and a hanged man. Strength is pretty good too. Yeah, Verdant Leaf's not a great boss. It's far too late for Midas Mask, really, even though I do have plenty of misses. It's far too late for you. I don't think there's any bosses in particular that we die to. That's possibly the worst red seal you could have gotten. Let's change you up now. One random joker disabled every hand. I mean, that's pretty bad. That's probably the worst one we could have gotten. I think we definitely could have beaten Violent Vessel and Amber Acorn and whatever the other one is, Cerulean Bell. I think that was the only real bad hit, but we've got enough hands really to, you know, hope that it hits the golden ticket at some point. Or even the, I mean, we're getting close to the stage where we don't have to rely on PhotoChad to give us our initial kind of scoring buff. I wish one of you was a king. You know, our scoring buff so that, you know, the Baron and Mime go as hard as they do. Do we just keep crypt? I think we do. As much as I'd like to cut cards, I think this is just like having two deaths in there, isn't it? So we'll take a Justice because if it hits a photo, if our boss hits a photo, then at least we can make one of the numbered cards a. Okay, it's hit Chad. That's not ideal. Yeah, we can make one of the numbered cards a glass. I think this just might win with the glass anyway, right? Oh yeah, definitely. A million%. Okay. Hey, look, it's my high score of 22 million, even though I've literally been to anti-28. Thanks, game. Very cool. I don't like getting Petroglyph this early. It's not really the ideal scenario to get it in because... Another Pluto, that's great. It's not really the ideal scenario to get it in because I need to have like as many discards as humanly possible for later in the run where I'm going to be milking a rebate for all it's got, for all it's worth, I should say. Let's try and find... Okay. I mean, this is probably a good time to test if we can get rid of PhotoChad. 42 grand, no, it's not. It certainly isn't. let's do this. And let's do that. Yeah, no, we definitely can't get rid of it yet. Maybe we can get rid of Chad. I think the initial sort of doubling from photo to get to 22 mult, and then all of the king triggers might be okay, but I guess we'll have to find out the hard way. I mean, 16 kings is pretty good at this point. Is it worth more than what I currently have? Probably, right? I mean, even discarding 3 kings makes more than playing a... Yeah, it's more worth it currently. Especially if we're soon going to be getting rid of Chad. We might as well. Let's tower you. Let's make you glass. And I don't really need any of that, so we'll get a free high card level. Maybe should have taken that voucher skip, but it's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit early to be doing that. I'd rather continue to make this kind of money. There you go. Let's play the 10 in the hopes that it breaks. And let's even play it as a pair so that we can... well, I was going to say so that we can hopefully not win, but I think it's going to just... No, it doesn't win. Okay, cool. Yeah, in the hopes that, of course, we can find more gold cards to play with. There we go. I mean, 5 kings is enough. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this Petra, really. I don't think I'm going to take it. I don't think we'll take it just yet. But I am going to have so many King of Spades. Let's just discard 3 just to see where we are. Yeah, cool. If there's as many kings as I think there is, then this is definitely going to win. Yeah, we can't take the Petra yet. We couldn't have taken the Petra yet just because of, like, now we're kind of using rebate. That's the first real miss, I think. Let's glass you. How many kings? I mean, 20 kings currently. Would have liked to keep a death in my fool. But that's okay. What are we on? 9s. Don't think we have many more 9s, do we? 2. Let's get rid of everything that isn't gold. And let's play you. It's just going to win regardless, isn't it, I think? Yeah. Getting close to our scoring limit, though, unfortunately. So, we need to find a blueprint or something fast. Neither of these are good. Let's stick a gold seal on you. Golden tickets back. Hello, Midas Mask. Very cool. We have telescope now, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. Then it's worth opening. Oh, diamond cards. I thought that was the plant. Then I got scared for a moment. It's worth opening celestial packs now. Yeah, let's try and find non-gold. Okay, we're not going to. Again, good indicator of if we can get rid of these 2 right now. I don't think we can. I don't think it's going to be... I mean, it might be close, but with a full hand of kings. No, that's just going to win outright. Wow, okay. So, if, I mean, yeah, we can afford to get rid of these 2 very, very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean when we find the next Joker that we're going to be taking for the whole run, aka either Blueprint or Brainstorm. That is probably as ideal as it could have been. We don't have to hunt for a red seal in packs now that we have one. That is perfect. Let's get rid of everything that isn't gold. Except for you, I guess. Let's try and find another Queen of Spades. Didn't even really look at the rebate, that was silly. Can I afford to... Yeah, I can afford to do some a few more, why not? Okay, we didn't find another king, that's okay. This just wins by just wins, but now we're going to be up to 14 mil, so we need to desperately find a blueprint or something. Hand size might have worked. Nothing. Yeah. Let's do that. Ideally, I'd like this to be a face card. It's not. Okay. I think we need to do this because we're gonna get like 6 mil off a full hand. For example, if we played this, this would come to about 6 mil as it did before. Whereas I think this is going to be, you know, exponentially higher. 70, yeah. So got a little bit of breathing room, and obviously with that red seal as well, if we can find it, that's even more kind of scoring on top of that. But there's our blueprint. So blueprinting a Baron just does everything better at this point anyway, doesn't it? So let's do that. We can probably afford to actually use the rebate now because we do have so many kings. Okay. I think I'd like hand size before I take an Ecto, just for safety. I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to make you gold, and I'm going to kill you too. In the game, of course. Not actually killing anyone, guys. Come on. It's my first stream on YouTube, and I'm really threatening to kill people. Not really, though, because it's on Balatro. Let's, I guess, just see what it's like with 4 with a red seal. Yeah, I mean, that just wins anyway. You do forget sometimes how, like, I don't know, it's just insane. Exponential stuff is just insane, isn't it? Just from having, like, one more Baron, essentially. It's just otherworldly. And then obviously copying the mime as well at the end, so that we get the extra gold card hits is ideal as well. I think I probably want to get rid of this queen, right? Maybe not. Let's get rid of the stone. Yeah, we can do that. How many? Okay, so I do have 3 kings that aren't spades. The likelihood of me drawing them 3, you know, in a hand together is astronomically low, but I'd rather at least try and get the 3, or, you know, maybe, you know, hopefully even just 2 of them or something. Even 2 of them, I mean. We are still on kings, aren't we? Yeah. I think we just bite the bullet, do that now. Star's not great. Let's do that. Even then, I don't know why I'm worrying about having more kings in my hand, because look where we are with even 3 kings or 4 kings. It's insane. We're on 80 billion when our scoring requirement is 28 million, so I can really use this rebate. milk it for all it's worth. Not currently though, obviously, because it's now on ace, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We can definitely get rid of photo and do that. Let's buy you and then sell you and then buy you and then grab overstock so we see 3 more cards. Yeah, I mean, we're making so much money at this point anyway, I can just afford to roll like that, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to find those queens of spades to strengthen them. And there's one of them. Probably have to do that. Wheel hits probably aren't the best. Let's play you, because you're not going to gain any money from being in my hand more than you are being played. Yeah, wheel hits probably aren't great at this point anyway, because I want to make at least... I mean, I want to save at least one of my jokers to be negative at some point to take an ecto, but ideally now I need voucher skips so that we can try and find blank and antimatter. Do I have... I don't have any 6s left. That's okay. Do. Let's take you. Yeah, let's take Burnt Joker, why not? We can just get 2 high card levels per hand. That's also kind of nice for money, but as I say, we're already making enough money at this point that we don't really need to worry. I'm going to take the Showman now, however, because a copy of any of these cards currently would be fantastic. Yeah, we have TV Director's Cut is what I was meant to say. So we can we don't have to worry about boss blinds currently, provided that we don't. Yeah, 10s. I thought it was something stupid. Provided that we don't run into the plant and then re-roll it, and it gives us the goad. But the likelihood of that happening is very low at this point, considering we have the goad as our first boss of this run. E13 with a full hand. So we've got like 2 more antes, maybe. I think the next ante is E11 and the next ante after that's E14, if I'm not mistaken. But I could well be mistaken. I think Invis is just better Showman currently, so let's take you. Sock would have been nice for you to show up earlier on, my friend. I need to do, I haven't done a Polychrome Red Seal King idle run in quite a while. I've just been doing Baron runs really, but I need to... Hello! I need to do the opposite and do an idle run. Right, okay, that gives us so much more flexibility and time to find things. Let's do that to you. Let's make you... I mean, let's make all 3 of them this. Might as well do this, and then just get some more money, why not? I'm just throwing money away currently, willy-nilly. We are on kings, so let's not discard... Oops, let's... What the hell did I do there? Let's not discard the red seal. So that's not going to make us any more rebate money. Cool, then we move the Baron in there. Okay, that's ideal. And then we swap it to the Mime. I think triple Baron 1 Mime is more than more than 2 and 2, but I could be wrong. More Barons is better than more Mimes, right? I mean, it definitely is, but I don't know if 3 to 1 is the better ratio than 2 to 2. Definitely grab that with the amount of money we're currently making. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please, once more. Let's take you and you currently. Let's have a peek. I was going to say an Ecto at this point I probably would have taken. Do I start killing more cards at this point, or do I wait for a death card to come up? I think we probably want to death the rest of these cards, don't we? 41 here. I need to get at least like 50, really, ideally, but hopefully those will come with a DNA a little bit later. I say a little bit later, we're getting quite late in the run now, but you know what I mean. We don't want to do anything in particular. I guess let's just make you a stone card. And that's probably about it. We won't reroll anymore because we're dangerously low on money. In terms of the run, at least, anyway. It's Jacks we need to find, isn't it? Yeah, so we've still got that one red seal. Okay. Fine, absolutely fine. Let's, what was it last time? E16? I think we had two red seals though, so I mean, it's not going to be indicative of you know, it's not going to be comparable really, but I mean E17, so maybe it is better to do 2 and 2. Let me just delete my test stream. I had a lot of trouble with YouTube streaming. Lots and lots of trouble with it. It would not let me stream on YouTube because it kept saying my account needed to be verified. And then when I went to verify my account, it said your account was already verified. So I was like, which one is it? Pick one, please. Eventually I found a way to get it working, and I won't explain because that's more boring than, you know, oddly enough, it's more boring than it sounds, and it already sounds pretty boring. So let's get rid of. Oh no! What am I doing? Put it in the wrong place, idiot. Stupid man. Found like everything but our kings. Crazy. Let's just do that. Let's just get bad copying so that we don't win. Let's do the same. It's a good, as silly as it sounds, it's a good start to an NANEINF run, this. We've got decent vouchers, decent jokers, relatively early. But it's all about the next few antes, really, what we can find. It really is about the vouchers. And, like, I think ideally I'd like some natural negative card that, you know, is extremely helpful so that we can keep a hand size and not have to use an Ecto. Or so that we can, you know, even have another card that we can use. How many more? I don't have any more red seals, do I? And we're on 8s as well, so. No, I copied wrong. I'm getting completely out of sync now. Don't know what that is, but we'll play it. Yeah, in a few runs before, I think in my actual NANEINF run, I've had two unseeded NANEINF runs. One was through Burglar and Serpent, and then the second one, my most recent one, was through like I think I got per KO at like Anti 5 or something, and I Spent the next like 10 antes just sixth sensing my way up to a cryptid, and eventually I got a cryptid after like 19 of the other spectral cards or whatever it was. Or not 19, that's an exaggeration, but I swear I got every spectral card except cryptid before I got cryptid, obviously. So it was annoying, but I found it. But anyway, what I was saying was, let's put that there, and not that. Oh, we didn't even. I'm so out of it currently. What I was saying was, when I did my burglar NANEINF, I got a nat negative. Oh, I should have taken the voucher skip. Idiot! I didn't even look. I got a nat negative rebate, which just meant that I could, I didn't have to kind of get rid of it, and I could make all of my cards steal like super early. I didn't have to wait, so that I could, I could stockpile. I could keep stockpiling money the entire time. Yeah, let's do that. Right, focus on putting the cards in the right order now. I mean, might as well keep that. Right. Okay, so it's been an hour. It doesn't feel like it's been an hour. Oh, that's not ideal in the slightest. I didn't even consider the fact that we wouldn't beat the scoring. Trouble ahead. I think if we find the red seal, it should beat it, of course. I mean, that beat it on its own, so. We need at least 6 kings. And 1 red seal. I think we're looking for nat negatives and a showman now, really, as much as I don't want to get rid of rebate. I am kind of on the jagged edge of scoring. Definite Fool is good. So we can get some more red seals going, which helps us more with the scoring at least. There's a showman that we definitely need to take. We'll take you in case you're one of these when we use them. Let's do that, and I'm not going to roll anymore because I just spent like 300 bucks. That is quite frankly ridiculous. I just like looked up to see what my rebate was on, and then I was like, oh yeah, no rebate. I want to find this red seal before I get rid of this. There you are. I'd like to keep it, really. Okay, there's another fool. Let's do like this and just do like bad copying. I mean, that's not terrible copying, but yeah, okay. I was going to say we can at least find one card that we can make into a red seal for next time. Let's do that now. Okay, E19 with 4 red seals, so we've got another like 2 antes after this then. I think E15 is the next ante, and then E17 or E18 or something, but close to sort of close to that limit. But I think we have to. We haven't even found blank yet, so If we'd found blank, I could have kind of, you know, justified keeping that, you know, not taking that that diet soda, diet cola. Unfortunately, we cannot. Let's take that. Oh no, my base chips and malt are halved. Whatever am I to do? Let's do that, try and find all the red seals. How many red seals do we have total now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. I hate myself. 5 is good enough. Probably should have played the steel, to be honest. I kept it in there just in case, but we can definitely beat it without steel at this point. It's going to be like E20 with 5 red seals, isn't it? E21? E20, yeah. 21. Now ideally, my decision to take that Diet Cola and sacrifice the Showman should, in theory, pay off. Magic trick. Nope, it hasn't paid off. I was going to say should pay off by finding a voucher skip, but alas, there was no voucher skip. Let's get rid of you. Let's do that. Might as well just try things to see at this point. No, there's no point taking that world. Actually, we'll take it for blocking. Why not? DNA. Hello, hello, DNA. You net me so much more money than you can ever imagine. Perfect. What, we've got one more card that's not... No, we got Queen and 9 and this King of Diamonds, and then 2, 3, 4, 6 rocks. Kick rocks, loser. I still have one more discard. Yeah, this should be like E25 or something now. When we've got the actual correct setup going, of course. Yeah. And it nets us a lot more money, having 2 extra cards in hand. Yeah, 26, yeah. So we were on $40, just to put that into perspective. $169. Thank you. I would have liked another tarot pack there so that I could use it, but that's all right, I suppose. Oh, okay. You're kind of nice. You can't get copied, can you? No, I was going to say that would have been ridiculous if you could. Let's rip a wheel. Oh. Okay. There you go. That's literally the best thing it could have done, because foil and hollow makes absolutely 0 difference at this point. Yeah, let's rip one more. For fun. One more for the road. So we're after the Queen and the 9 now, aren't we? There's the 9. As much as I'd like to keep the purple, it doesn't really matter all that much to me at this point anyway. Let's try and find the red seals. Ah, that's annoying. Could have had a whole hand of red seals, but oh well. So we get one that we can play. So this is currently our absolute maximum. E30, E28 or something, yeah. I was going to say 38, but we're not that high yet. We need another copy for that to happen. I definitely take an Ecto at this point. Definitely, definitely. It's good that we got Crystal Ball, because we're not finding many Spectral packs. I think we did find a good few early on, but we haven't found that many as of late. I thought it was a negative then. The more nat negatives we can get, the better as well at this stage, of course. Considering rebate, I think we need to hold the DNA for a few more hands. 47. I mean, we need DNA is like superficial scoring. That's the thing. Whereas if I take a Showman and find another blueprint or a Baron, blueprint or a Brainstorm, that's like actual scoring. So I think we'll do that for now. I mean, we've got 47 cards, and they will all soon be Red Seal Kings. So it's nice. That's insane for Temperance scoring. That doesn't matter. We're looking for that queen, aren't we? And there she is. We'll make you gold, because if you were red sealed, then I'd keep you, but it doesn't matter at this point. So let's play you. Do that. Hopefully this wins and we haven't made a mistake. If we have, it's fine. I think we should win anyway. Yeah. I think we need to find something now, because I think the next ante is E21. Or is it E19? I think it's E21. My hot take: this boss should apply to every card. So if you play a King of Hearts, if you play a King of Spades, you can't play it anymore. Like all the Kings of Spades should be debuffed in your deck. That's my hot take. Hello, Ecto. Wow, this is a tough one. We can just about beat the scoring. However, with an Ecto and with obviously -1 card in our hand, it means that we can't beat the scoring. And I don't want to get rid of the Showman, but I've got like a 1 in 4 chance to hit it. I think I have to get rid of it. Because if it hits it, it's catastrophic if it hits the Showman. But it's not going to. Thank God. Hello, there's another Showman. I wish double Showman would give double the chance to get the same cards. Well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, to be fair, does it? So that's not how probability works. Another Mime is good. Another Mime will get us scoring. As I say, obviously in the long run we need that to be a blueprint or a Brainstorm. Ideally a blueprint, because they're a bit more flexible. As much as I do love Brainstorm. So now I think it's this now, isn't it? 3 and 2. Yeah. I mean, we could just move this 1 over, can't we, and just do that. Yeah, we should beat the scoring of this now by a mile, maybe on E28. So basically back to having an extra 2 cards in our hand, because we got another 2 triggers of Mime. Let's pop this now, just to see. Excellent. Okay, Baron is better than Mime. Mime's better for money, but Baron's better for scoring. And I don't want to get rid of the Showman, because, like I say, these are kind of getting these currently as superficial scoring. Anything except Blueprint and Brainstorm, I'm like, yeah, kind of going to get rid of. So I need 4 copying jokers, and I need 1 Baron and 1 Mime, so having extra ones. There you go. Having extra ones early is kind of useless, and I might as well, like I say, keep it because we need to find at least one more copy. Copying Joker. The game's trying to tell me something. It's letting me know that I am a fool. I think that's probably the way now. 3 and 2. What kind of... So we do have a non... Let's try and find it. That's probably one that we want to do right now. We have a non-gold card king. That I wanted to find, but that's okay. We'll find it eventually, won't we? Yeah, look at our scoring go absolutely off the charts now compared to what it was. E28. I mean, yeah, we're pretty much exactly the same, but like I said, with this whole showman situation, if we get another blueprint going, then scoring goes as high as it possibly can be. Next thing after that then is making everything steel and then trying to stockpile money. Nope, can't take that because that insta-kills me. Why? Oh, because I fooled the last one, of course. Alright, alright. Cool. Probably could have ripped that wheel as well. Oh no, it forces one card to be always selected. What a horrible, horrible thing to do. Not great. I mean, I joked, but it's kind of not great for this to happen. We will, of course, outscore the boss blind anyway. But it's... would have liked them to be all red seals, ideally, just for the extra money at the end. Yeah, Temperance easily gives us $50 now, I think. 17, 23... I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's Petroglyph again, which... Oh, a voucher skip. Okay, perfect. Close to taking Petroglyph, I guess. Definitely something I am gonna consider doing before the ante is up. Obviously, we're gonna skip the first. We're gonna skip the small blind and then play the big blind. As I say, we are just rolling desperately now for another copy Joker. Because once we get that, all we need is a blank and an antimatter and retcon that we are yet to get from this. And then we'll be, like my current deck of cards, will be golden. So cheesy, I don't even know why I said that. I said I'm just saying anything now to keep myself awake. Bum 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 ba. Okay, good vouchers. Maybe I should have done the slow thing and try to grab. I mean that was the one before the end though, so maybe not. you can do the slowdown thing where if you get blank first, you can purchase it, and before the others show up, if you set your game speed to super slow, and have antimatter show up as well, which would have been a cool thing to do, maybe, but like I said, it would have had one shot at it because there was only one card that came after, so one voucher that came after. There's nothing I want to take from this. There's no point to taking it. There's an argument to take the Fool, I guess, because why not? But come on, Blueprint or Brainstorm, or a Polychrome Showman that I'm going to be getting rid of soon enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's get the show on the road then. So, yeah, that's what we want to do, and then we want to move it there for money. We need to desperately now, next ante, find... in which case I think I need to do this. I've gotten, you know, the extra discard now, Recyclomancy or whatever it is. Wasteful, Recyclomancy is the upgraded version. Because I've got that, I can kind of afford to get rid of this and still make the most out of a rebate. I think I definitely need to do this because the more antis I have, the more chances I have of finding antimatter. Now that I've got the blank. So, I don't know why I rerolled. Yeah, I don't want the plant to come up at all, so... Yeah, I need all the time I can get really on this, so that I can try and find that antimatter ASAP. There we go, E32 from 4 copy jokers. That's without steals. Obviously, once I find the antimatter, I can start making everything steel, because then I can afford to take a rebate, which will eventually turn into probably a DNA to be able to beat the anti-24 boss blind. Hopefully. And then that'll turn into back into a rebate, and then ideally into a burglar, so that we can actually start winning the run. Probably need to start converting some cards now, I would have thought. But first, let me just red seal all of these and then make one of them steel. Cool. Let's do that. And this. Excellent. That's literally as good as it possibly could have gone. Playing a high card sets money to 0 is probably okay, given the fact that 1, we can re-roll, and 2, we can just roll down our money beforehand, which is probably what we'll do rather than re-rolling, because we haven't seen the plant yet, and I'm kind of terrified of re-rolling into that. Because that was obviously an instant killer if we can't get out of it. I don't even have room for a Lucha. I'd have to get rid of one of my copy jokers, which would be extremely annoying, because then I'd have to find a showman again, and then I'd have to find that copy joker through a showman again. Well, I did find a negative luchador the other day, which was a really nice, really nice backup sort of joker to play with, just through a random gold stake run that I was doing in an attempt to get more joker stickers for C++. Negative lucha really helped that a lot. However, negative mail-in rebate currently would be absolutely a godsend. That is probably asking too much of the run. It's already given us decently good luck. DNA, hello. We don't need to re-roll all the way down yet, do we? Dewey. Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get rid of these. Sure. I mean, we're going to be missing out on a decent amount of money from this not being a gold, but at least we can kind of see how much our scoring advances with just one steel card. What were we on before? 32? Yeah, 36. So even just having that one steel card gives us like a couple of E numbers, which is a lot. Well, there's rebate, but it's not a negative rebate. Negative rebate would be the only thing that we could warrant taking currently. Negative swashy B. That's kind of insane with the gift card, you know, stacking it up. Not that it matters in the slightest, because like flat mult doesn't do anything for us at this point. We just need X mult, or exponential X mult. Diet Cola again. I wish you'd shown up a little bit earlier so that I could have taken more advantage of you, but that's okay. I kind of forgot that we had to re-roll, not re-roll, I kind of forgot that we had to roll all the way down to spend all of our money, but I mean, to be honest, at this point we could probably get away with doing this, couldn't we? I mean, it's saving 42 bucks. Is that really better in the grand scheme of things? Probably not, right? But I mean, even five cards with one of them being a steal gets us E29. So scoring wise, we are okay for at least another ante or two, or maybe even three. Clearance sales, cool. That is not good, but it's good that it's come early, because I think if I have steals, you know, a good amount of steals in my hand, if not all steals, then we should be able to make it through. Yeah, clearance sale is good, but it's not antimatter, is it? So it's not that good. It can't be that good. Just rolling too fast, then I probably would have taken that hermit, but it matters not. Yeah, let's not re-roll it, because there's no point. I think I might want to save this for when we get into the boss blind, but we'll probably be okay to find steals. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 9? I think that was 9 steals. My eyes are playing tricks on me at the moment. That's what happens when you are awake for almost 24 hours. That was a strange noise. I wonder what that triggering was. 34 with golds, so I'm glad we started converting to steals as early as we did, because if we had to do that now it would be a bit stressful, but I think we have enough to kind of enough wiggle room to try and find them. Negative bootstraps, sure, it's another uncommon. Not that we need any blocking at this point, because we're not trying to find mime anymore, but I forgot that we still had this king, so to try and find that if I can, just to make things easier. Is that 3 in a row? With the Showman Polychrome, we had this foil. We've now got this holographic. We have this to be left to be made negative, I suppose, but I'm not going to be taking another Ecto, so it's not going to be turned negative anytime soon. was going to say, might as well rip it just to see. Yeah, let's try and find. Oh, we don't even have a death. What am I doing? I was going to say let's try and find the King of Diamonds, but we don't even have a death to make it anything. There it is anyway. We don't have a death to make it anything good regardless. So, wow, this is a really awkward hand. Let's just play these, get them out of the way. Let's not re-trigger the Baron so that it can just get through the scoring phase faster. Let's see. Let's see with 5 and 1 steel. Wasn't that E29, I think? It's around that. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be 32. 31. Yikes. Okay, well, this wins anyway, so. So yeah, the awkward thing is, obviously, with the hook, now it's going to discard 2 of these cards. So we'll only have 4 cards in our hand. And I don't think 4 steals is going to get anywhere near winning. Maybe we should have tested it there. Maybe we couldn't have really. Could have kept 2 stones in my hand as well, but we might need to reroll. In which case, we could reroll into the plant, and if we do, then we instantly die. Gotta be mindful that I have at least $10 here. Just Pluto after Pluto after Pluto. It's like that episode of Rick and Morty. It's all about the Pluto. It's all about the Pluto. I don't know what to tell you. Right, okay, let's... So, we got 7 cards in our hand. If I play one, I'll have 6 cards in my hand. Yeah, we haven't had any hand size vouchers as well. We haven't had paintbrush or palette. Like, those would be... Those kind of need to show up as well, so that we can, you know, justify taking the Ecto. 4 cards in our hand's not enough. This is going to be the plant, isn't it? It's just going to be typical Balatro, where I just roll into the plant. I think the plant's... Is the plant the only boss I haven't had? Psychic would be terrible. I mean, so, like, most things would be run killing here, so... Club cards debuffed, okay. Thank God. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's maybe sacrifice a bit of money here and see what we'd... Yeah, let's see what we'd be like with 5 steals. This is almost our current maximum. If this was a red seal steal, then it would be our current maximum, but... Oops. Maybe like E44, E43. So with another steal, that's going to be like, what, E45 maybe? Oh, Planet Merchant, man, that's terrible. Voucher skips? No. Psychic. I need to reroll the boss blind now, really. Now that I've got 2 more shops to try and find a Lucha, if it ends up being something terrible, which I fear that it will be. Well, there's a Lucha now. Yeah. We can't. I mean, we can't do it. One less retrigger and it kills us. So one less, you know, copy joker and it kills us anyway. Plant is terrible, and like that's start with 0 discards. Fine. That's not terrible. However, trying to find E37 is probably going to require us to have some steel cards in our hand, more than I'd like at this point, because gold cards are the only way I'm making money. Okay, we're just going to make it. We just make it with 3, so that's fine. At least we've got a benchmark to know where to go, how many to keep, to have, and to hold until the plant do us part. Wow. Any more polychrome cards, please? It really is just Pluto day. It's Pluto after Pluto after Pluto. I probably shouldn't be rolling as hard or as aggressively as I currently am, just given that we aren't making nearly as much money to justify my greed in the shop. We need to kind of rely on interest to give us a bit of money here. I think if next ante we don't find an antimatter, I think the next best thing is paintbrush. But failing those two, it's kind of over, I fear, or I'm almost certain that it's over from that. Bit too late in the day to do bean bug. There you go. That's our final card. Hit with the wheel, so I cannot use the wheel anymore. Start with 0 discards is not great. It means I have to play a load of cards, try and find those three steals, which could go horribly, horribly wrong. But I definitely don't want to play 5 of a kind, because that's just Heiress will show up in the shop, and that's an extra card I don't need. Probably shouldn't have bothered putting it there now, just to save time. But this is not good. I need to find one more steel, and then the rest of them need to be red seals. At least. Prefer them to be steel just for safety. But... okay, well there's our steel. Whether this is going to win, I don't know, but we're kind of... the thing is, if I play this, it gives us one more opportunity for, you know, it discards both of these, and it gives us one more opportunity than just playing this to find another steel card. Whereas if I don't play it, this just might win outright. It's hard to know without the calculate score mod that you can get on the side. I'm just gonna play it. Like I said, I think this run is quickly reaching its apex. Or it might have even reached its apex already. I think it has, but let's do this just in case we do win, which we will. Cool. Antimatter, ladies and gents. Antimatter. And Lucha that we can take for security. That's kind of the best thing that could have happened to this run. So we need to reroll once, and we got the wall extra large blind. So let's, I guess, see if we can beat it with... let's try and get all steals if we can. I mean, that's about as close as we're going to get to all steals, isn't it? So I think something like this is going to be about E42. I could be completely wrong, but I think it's going to be about that. Okay, yeah, there you go. Spot on. However, this should win. Should be like E44 now, which is just winning. And 3440 E44 is what we need this to be. Otherwise, we need to keep the lucha, which is not ideal in the slightest. Yeah, E45. Cool. Okay, so full steal wins just. But we do need to find a rebate now. Oh, okay. As if by magic. We can start making everything steal. And we can start stockpiling lots and lots of money. Thanks to that rebate. Yeah. Oh yeah, because we've got the rebate now. I was like, what? Oh, okay, how can we use that? Of course, we picked up another joker. You fool! You sorry fool! Let's just like discard everything that isn't the steal. Let's try and find that King of Diamonds so we can get the deck a little bit more clean. Let's play these three. Let's not waste a discard here. $25 per discard is insane. I think let's do that. I can afford to waste just the one. But we do need to find all steals, don't we? So yeah, we literally need all the steals. So that's just E45, isn't it? Just about. Oh, it's not looking good. How many steals do we have? 1, 4, 5, like 6 out of 18. We've got like a 1 in 3 chance to draw what we want. It's not really how probability works, but you get the gist. Pair's obviously going to be even worse, but we just need to get everything out. So out of 14 cards, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we didn't draw a single one then, so got 8 misses. Excuse me. 8 misses. And we found them. Okay, that's going to be it then, I believe, for this run. Unless by some miracle we outscore it, but I'm pretty sure that's the end. We just ran out of scoring. I think the only thing that really was missing, obviously, was retcon. I mean, I won't give an analysis until we actually are on the ending screen, because just to be sure, yeah, we're not anywhere near making it. Yeah, awkward, really. An awkward run. The only thing we were really missing was paintbrush. Obviously, we got antimatter quite late, a lot later than I would have liked. And we were yet to get retcon, but we had like 3 or 4 voucher misses there. We had Magic Trick once or twice, and we had Planet Merchant once, and I think we had Tarot Merchant once. How did I have 1 new discovery? What the hell did I discover? I've gotten everything, haven't I? What did I discover? Strange. I don't know. Yeah, awkward one, but like I said, I mean, it's all down to the luck of the vouchers at the end of the day. If we had Paintbrush, it would have been ideal because it would have meant one more card in my hand that I could have used to get some scoring. But like I say, you are at the will of the Balatro gods. So, what could I have possibly discovered? I discovered everything. Like a long time ago. I mean, obviously I've got all the jokers. I've done everything on all of the decks. Challenges don't count as a... These three are obvious. And then, yeah, what the... Well, I don't know what I discovered, but I guess we discovered something. Anyway, I did not intend to stream for 2 hours. But there we are. That's fine. Good test. We'll come back and stream some more at some point. Not tomorrow, because I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Probably Monday. So yeah, if you're watching the VOD, God bless you. That was an attempt. Didn't really go anywhere, but it was decent enough for not having played Balatro in about a week. Oops, my phone just fell off my desk. Lol. Right, yeah, as I said, nobody's been in here. I usually like end Twitch streams by saying like, thanks to the people who've been in here today, and like, you know, kind of everybody says bye. I say everybody, it's like 3 or 4 people, but everybody says bye. So it's kind of awkward being in here on my own. I feel a bit lonely, but that's okay. Good test, good stream. God bless. See you in a bit.